video. It is once again bring your YouTube channel to work time. As in, I need to be doing some of the stuff that we will be doing today, and I figured why not combine it. Obviously, I'm not showing you any production code or anything. This is just doing some experiments, as you can see, with OpenAI and also Anthropic, because I already have the API key in here, so might as well try both of them. So, what are we doing? Let's take a step back. At work, we are currently building a chatbot, like not from scratch or anything. We're not building our own ChatGPT, but we are taking some models that you can deploy yourself, like use on cloud services, and we are packaging them in a way so that the employees can safely work with AI. We are not a tech company, so there are a lot of people who might not be very well versed in all of this technology. Basically, AI is magic, is the opinion, or AI is the devil. Pick and choose. So we are launching soon, and we need some prompting guides, like how do you prompt, etc. So I am working on some examples. As I'm in Germany, I will later translate them to German, but I don't know, I might as well figure out how they work in English first and then I'll translate them. Is that the best way to do it? I don't know. I don't really care. So let's get started. First of all, I looked up our system prompt situation. Obviously, that is also another language, but we can still somehow use it. So our current system prompt, or at least the one that I wanted to use, I made some slight changes, goes something like this. Always tell the AI to be helpful. You are a helpful assistant named Chroma Buddy. Obviously that's not the real name. Who assists the company's employees. Now, I made the observation that if you tell them that it's working in a company, it thinks that it like knows everything about the company. It doesn't. We have a RAG mode, so retrieval augmented generation, but we also have a normal mode, what this is for, so you don't have access to company data or the internet. Somehow GPT-4 likes to think that it's like all-knowing and invincible. I don't know. Then I didn't put this in there, and I'm not sure if it actually does much, but if a clarifying question to the user would help ask the question. In my experience, it doesn't ask the question directly. It sometimes asks a question at the end, but I don't know if we really meant this by it. But anyway, that is roughly the current system prompt. Obviously with a different name, but you know. So, next up, I already am like just using the folder that I use for like all of my OpenAI and like AI experiments. So I have some stuff set up, like environment file with my API keys that I hopefully will not be sharing accidentally in this. But yeah, let's see how I did it in this. I did something that would make like voice basically read out PDFs to me. It worked halfway decently. Anyway, I will just copy some stuff from here. Huge system prompt here. But then we do like a chat completion. Do we need to create a client first? Wait. Where did I create the... This is just the API keywords. I guess I just imported Anthropic and that was fine. So let's see if both of these work. Oh. We don't return anything. System prompt, and then, I don't know. Oops. Yeah, input text is not defined. Let's define that one. Fix that one. Okay. It tells me a lot of stuff. Can I print this? What was it again? How do I print this so it prints multiple lines? Do I have an AI chat over here? How can I? I put display markdown. Ooh, interesting. And then markdown around the text. Decent, okay. So it says, hi there, I can help with a variety of tasks, whether you need assistance with scheduling, organizing tasks, answering questions, brainstorming ideas, or providing information on company policies and procedure. Actually, the last part you can't do, but that's what I mean. Like, even if they tell me like you don't have access to company data, it's still like, oh, I can provide you information on company policies. No, you can't, but okay. But this is 4.0 actually. Can I do 4 without changing much of the stuff? This is even more messed up somehow. As your assistant, I'm here to help you. This includes setting reminders. How would you do that? Like, what? Your language model. Managing your schedule, answering questions, answering queries to the best of my knowledge, aiding in task management, helping you stay organized, and more. Could you please tell me what specific help you need at the moment? At this point, let's just hope no one asks the AI what it can do, because it's clearly just making stuff up. There are so many parameters. Higher values like 0.8 will make the output more random. Lower values like 0.2 will make it more focused. Okay, so I just checked and our default is apparently 0.3, so maybe that's why the answer was unexpected. It still thinks it can provide information on company policies. I'm giving up. Okay, maximum tokens 4,000. That's probably fine. Okay, let's also yoink the response from Anthropic. Claude 3.5 Sonnet from June should be fine. It's August now. Temperature again should probably do something similar. What's the temperature range for this model? Oh my god, that's a lot of text. Default to 1.0 ranges from 0 to 1. 0 for non-random, 1 for random. And this is between 0 and 2 for some weird reason. But then they say higher values like 0.8. Like the text makes it seem like it's still between 0 and 1, but this says between 0 and 2. If I try something above 1, does it work? Oh. Now it's scripting messages. Okay, now you say more stuff. Wow. Somehow you get better at this. Or did I just get lucky? Now it's generating a lot. What is it doing? Okay. System prompt, user text. Okay, I think this is broken. Okay, 1.7, it definitely doesn't like. I don't know what it is generating, but it takes forever. If I go back to 1.3, that's better. Okay. I don't know. I guess let's just do 0.6, which maybe that's similar. And then let's see what Anthropic says. Oh, it says a lot. I don't know why this is so short. Did they change something? Did they make it like short? Oh, so I tried this one. It's apparently a turbo preview. They don't really do normal GPT-4 anymore, they just do normal GPT-4 turbo. And this is a preview, and it says preview model intended to reduce cases of laziness where the model doesn't complete a task. It has the insane context window of 128,000, like all the turbos do. And yeah, it's definitely less lazy. I like this output. Not sure what's up with the old one. I will have to check if we are using turbo, because it's weird that it doesn't say turbo in the name. So I'll check what we use at work. But this is good. Okay. And then 3.5 Sonnet, that's fine. So, and now these are very similar. Brainstorming ideas, problem solving, learning support. Oh, we're learning a new language. I would love to know how that works too. Okay, but let's do something productive, shall we? So our code works, and now we will experiment a bit with inputs and outputs. Alright, let's work on the brainstorming task for a bit. So, let's quickly write a method ideas and the like simple prompt. Generate 10 project ideas for new team members. I forgot to change the variable. Also, it doesn't work. Okay. Does it work now? I don't think it does. The markdown is stiff. It doesn't like it. Maybe if I combine like all of the strings and then do markdown at the end. Are we discovering how to view prompts or how to fix outputs? We don't know. Okay. Output string GPT-4 new line plus all of this. What do you want? It's not accessed. Yeah, I'm working on it. And then plus new line sonnet, new line plus the response from Anthropic, and then return the output string, and then we do markdown around this. Do you like this now? So while we wait, basically the idea is that I want to showcase how to do bad prompting and how to do good prompting. Where did sonnet go? Oh, it's in the middle. But didn't I do like new line? What? I guess new line doesn't like it. So the basic idea is that for every task I want to show like, okay, if you use a short prompt and you forget to tell it like context and all of that, then it will not be as useful. So I want to show like a simple prompt, and then how can we improve the prompt for like every example that I show the users, and that should be like a short tutorial series that we will upload on the intranet. So this obviously is like a very weird prompt, like I don't even know what I would answer, like project ideas, what sort of project, what team members, what industry are we even in, like what is the team, are these programmers, are these, I don't know, salespeople, like so many options. So it doesn't, I don't know how to format markdown clearly. Unfortunate, truly unfortunate. Let's ask AI. Clearly I don't know. was a lot of tokens, but this should hopefully not be too much. Okay, now because it has more space, it's doing like a whole thing. Actually, you know how we told it in the system prompt that it should ask clarifying questions if that would help, and yeah, Claude actually does that. So GPT-4 goes like, hey, here you like your project stuff, and then it doesn't even ask at the end, like, if we maybe need something entirely different. Sonnet, on the other hand, is like, yeah, I'd be happy to do that, but to make them more relevant, could you please provide more context and ask us some questions, and then it will generate the project ideas. So I feel like that is actually way better, but then we still have the 0.6, and I think the default that we have in our code is 0.3, so maybe that's unfair. Also, it's like entirely random every time, of course. Nope, it's still generating a knowledge-based development as like a new team member is a crazy proposition, by the way. And Sonnet is still like, yo, could you provide more context? Which I appreciate. Don't just make suggestions, be actually helpful. I have no idea why GPT-4 insists of doing something else. Is the system prompt not coming in properly? Do we have a different way of putting in the system prompt? No. At least if our GPT-4 does something similar, then we can at least be like, okay, this is actually not helpful. It's like very generic, internal knowledge base, interviewing team members to identify knowledge gaps as like a new hire. Interesting. So let's see how we can improve this. I actually asked AI this before, so I have it off here on the next screen. And the refine prompt. this to be like a good example for this format, because an idea can be everything. But if you say, hey, I want something like this should be the content, and then I want a title, a description, main objectives, expected outcomes. Actually, these two are very similar, but in general, I like that you give it like basically a form to fill out. And I want this to be like a good lesson that you can like basically require anything in here and it will adhere to this, hopefully. So GPT-4 now suggests a customer feedback analysis initiative. You can see that you still need more context because it says, okay, work together with the customer service and product development. What if we don't have those? Like, what? And then we analyze customer feedback and propose solutions. Feedback collection tools. Imagine if there are no feedback collection tools. Okay. Interesting. Expected outcome. A comprehensive report, strengthened communication, enhanced product offerings. All within 1 month. What else do we have? It still says we should use new employees for the internal knowledge base, collaborating between IT and human resources, updating existing materials, creating new content. Okay. Sustainability audit. What suggests Claude on this one? Cross-departmental onboarding improvement initiative. Enhance the current onboarding. Review and document the existing onboarding process. And discover that there is none. Identify areas for improvement through surveys and interviews. Develop and propose new onboarding materials. Okay, let's get AI to help with this. I don't like this. After generating these ideas, analyze if the proposed projects are actually suitable for new employees who don't have much knowledge already yet. Then suggest how to modify my original instruction. Very meta. Let's try this. I actually read a paper last week, something like this, about how you can get these LLMs to improve your prompt. There's one that's called rephrase and respond, and basically you just be like, hey, rephrase this, and then the advantage is that it basically repeats the whole prompt and thinks about it before then generating an answer. And maybe you can also use this to enhance your prompt. Still internal knowledge base enhancement, customer feedback, cross-department process mapping, analysis. Given the lack of knowledge, seem daunting. Provide adequate support to make the original instruction. Design small collaborative projects that will help them get acquainted with our processes. These projects should involve collaboration with at least 2 departments. Okay. I like this last sentence. Let's add this onto our prompt. What did Sonnet say though? Cross-department communication hub. Develop a communication platform. Just casually in a month. What? employee onboarding toolkit, but it's a very meta project. Like, hey, you're being onboarded. How could you be better onboarded? I don't know. Suggestion: reduce the project time frame. Consider a 1 to 2 week project. Simplify the scope. Emphasize learning objectives. Modify the structure. Yeah, I like this. I don't know why the original one said collaborate with 2 departments. That's a lot. Clear individual responsibilities. Yes, I like it. Okay, what would it do with the prompt though? We need a small project. The project should be achievable within 1 to 2 weeks. Involve basic collaboration and focus on learning objectives. Generate 3 project ideas, each with a title, brief description, blah blah blah. Ensure that the projects are suitable and include opportunities. I like it. I know I just replaced this, but let's try this again. Let's just ask it to make a better prompt. I want to create how adding let's try this step-by-step thing. Okay. Okay, so we now have the answers for this 1 to 2 weeks, involve basic collaboration, focus on learning objectives, and support by mentors. So it still says we should do customer feedback analysis, internal wiki revamp, mini marketing campaign. Additionally, they might require skills that new employees may not have developed yet, like technical writing. Specify the skill level and background of the new team members. That is actually very good. Include a requirement for more basic introductory tasks. Emphasize the need for step-by-step guidance and more hands-on membership. Why did it remove these numbered points? Let's see if AI can follow its own advice. I am very interested to see if they will make something up for the new team members, for entry-level employees. Okay. GPT-4 says beginner skill, diverse backgrounds. Make up some details to make it expressive. Is that a good word? This should be a task where the temperature is higher. I don't know. I haven't played around too much with different temperatures. It's really difficult because on every iteration the AI gives you a different result. So if you change something in your prompt or in your variables, you never know like what was it a change, or was it just different random initiatives? Initializations, sorry. It gave me like a new prompt, and then it also gave me the results. I guess that's fine. Okay, didn't understand it at all. Generate 3 project ideas. We need small introductory projects for our junior level team members. Varying backgrounds in marketing, design, and data analysis, but limited professional experience. I guess it's a mixed team. At least it made something up. I don't know what exactly GPT did. Each project should be achievable within 3 to 5 days. Each project should be achievable within 3 to 5 days. It gets even shorter. What project can you achieve in 3 days? Involve basic collaboration with at least one department. You will not hear back from them in 3 to 5 days. Definitely not. Focus on learning objectives. Projects should introduce 1 or 2 key tools or processes rather than expecting proficiency in multiple areas. Ensure that each project is supported by dedicated mentors. So, what I'm learning is that this might be a bad example. I mean, it's better I find this out now than when I do the tutorial, but that's kinda annoying. You would need to say so much about what is a project and what does the company even do for it to be a useful project. I guess I did try out some nice meta refinement techniques. I don't know. I think I would have to rewrite the prompt myself. But frankly, I'm a bit too tired for that. So I think I will focus on ideas for PowerPoint headlines or something in the brainstorming category instead of immediately jumping into full projects. I think that's a little bit too much. This was a bit of a ramble coding session. I have work tomorrow. I'm very tired. This made me very sleepy. I hope it was somewhat informative / relaxing for you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.